on Queen City Supers, our young heroes were able to prove themselves and get into the Hero Institute, which is basically just superhero trade school. Had a bit of an interesting first day. You did pretty alright meeting your mentors. Made a nemesis on your first day. Congratulations. Then after a very long, eventful first day, went back to Madigan's place for some pizza and got to know each other as people and not just superheroes, and talking about how things might change. And then we skip forward a month. You have learned a lot in the past few weeks. You've grown in your powers. Got a couple people who currently have conditions. Marcus has been testing his ability to use the shadow hands, and you're probably getting decently good at it. Still can't quite do it on command yet, but you're getting comfortable with it. It feels good. Madigan, did you decide what your 2 conditions are? Because you had 2 conditions, and I realized I probably should have reminded you before this. Sorry.
I'm thinking probably angry and maybe a little insecure.
Angry because I've had to deal with a lot of really demanding customers who, they want you to be there the very second that they need you.
Mm-hmm.
The second they email you, you have to email back, but when you need something from them, it's just whenever they get around to it.
Yeah.
And between that and the stress of all the classes, you're starting to get really angry.
Oh yeah, very frustrated.
What do you think the insecurity comes from?
I'm thinking the insecurity just comes from the anger, just for the fact that I am having trouble balancing my day job stuff that I still have to do, and then I still have to do my superhero stuff, and I'm really, really angry about all that kind of stuff. I get pulled quite a lot that way, but I'm also getting pulled here, and I'm just super insecure about not being able to balance both lives easily, like some people can.
And what happens when you slip up and reveal something that you don't want to?
Mm-hmm.
Because mistakes can happen, and then the whole world will know.
Mm-hmm.
But right now you have other concerns, because as we ended the last session, you were walking to your favorite boba place after a very good day where you basically took top rank in a challenge and beat out Hubris' team by quite a bit. And as you were walking back, you noticed that a building, 2 buildings down, I'll say it's not connected to anyone, I think it's a freestanding building, is on fire. Also, you have a sort of Overwatch person. Her name is Abby, and you have earpieces you can use to communicate with her.
Kind of like Oracle.
Abby.
Yeah.
And she's really cool.
She hasn't decided if she wants to have a special hero name yet. She's kind of new to this, but she's just excited and happy to be here.
I feel like there was definitely a moment between Abby and Scarlet where Scarlet was like, how do I get into that job? How do I get into comms and tech?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there definitely was. Yep. Madigan's like, oh my god, my dream job. Behind the scenes, computers.
I was just like, oh, it's just based on assignment.
Oh, great. They like my strength better.
Either that or they may not fully understand how adept you are on the technical side of things. I don't know. We'll see.
That is true.
Yeah, that's probably not helping with the insecurity.
Yeah.
But yeah, the building's on fire. What are you gonna do?
Are we all together?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
You're walking together back to your boba place. If it makes it easier, we could say, because you've been there in costume before, so you could still be in costume if you want. because that'll also make the rescue less awkward. I won't throw
Yeah.
that chaos at you quite this early.
I mean, obviously we
yet.
run into the phone booths that definitely still exist and spin around in a circle like Wonder Woman.
I just spin around real fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say nobody has to know.
They have phone booths and changing booths just kind of like sporadically just in case.
Just in case. Yeah, I think we see the obvious fire, and I don't know if we hear any sirens yet or what, but Glider definitely just looks at both of you, like eyes wide. That building's on fire, so
Okay.
should go.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real life, guys. Come on.
All right.
So there are no fire trucks or anything around yet.
Not at the moment, no. So roll to assess the situation. I will go ahead and say it's a 3-story building, and it's one of those where they have like different businesses on each level, as well as possibly some people might live on the top floor. And the fire is currently contained to the building, but
I rolled an 8.
so on a 7 to 9, ask 1.
Besides the fire itself, what here is the biggest threat? Like, I'm looking at the building itself. What part of this building, besides the fire in there, is like the biggest threat to getting anybody who might be in there out or containing?
As you look around trying to assess if there are any threats aside from the fire, you notice that there are some propane tanks kind of stored between the buildings. They may not belong to anyone that lives in the building that's on fire, but they are next to the building.
Okay. Well, that is priority number 1, getting that away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you and me, that is what you clock. What about Glider? What'd you get?
I still rolled a 5, so
Oh no.
oh no, the building's on fire.
Oh, and now's actually the time to do the thing I want to do. So finish your your thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if the bad thing is
Pardon
gonna
me
happen.
as I look at the conditions.
Yeah.
I think the moment, Glider, you're just afraid.
Yeah.
Fire's pretty, terrifying.
Like, this is real. Like, this is actual. This isn't a test.
And it's very much unexpected.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
So Glider's just frozen, standing, staring at this building, shell-shocked. As the flames can move up to the second floor. Towards the second floor. They're not there yet, but
I want to run forward and I want to use one of my doom signs. I want to get a vision about the situation at hand. I have a vision about the situation at hand. After the vision, ask the GM a question. They will answer it honestly.
I don't know, how do you think the visions work for...
I want to say, because it's channeling the doom, it's almost like we get, predator vision, thermal vision of a situation from, an angle that's almost impossible. And it provides, some information about, who's inside and, if there's, anything of interest or, I guess, whatever you want to, say that I find with this vision. But I imagine it would be something important. And I can ask you a question about it.
Go ahead and ask the question, and I'll tailor
Sure.
the vision to that, because I don't have anything particular in mind
Sure.
for this one, so... Okay. What's your question?
Where's the source of the fire? Or where is it strongest?
So you run up to the building, and then there's a moment where it's your mind disconnects from your body for a minute, and you're up above the building looking down through it. As you go through the roof, you see 2 people on the... So it's a 3-story building, 2 people on the 3rd floor that have noticed the smoke and are trying to find something that they can get out the window with.
Oh, okay.
See, there's also 2 people on the 2nd floor starting to have trouble breathing, starting to panic a little bit because the fire has crept up one of the staircases, and your vision follows down through the flames until you see, because there's a restaurant on the bottom floor, and it was supposed to be closed, but you don't know if maybe it could have been something faulty that caused a spark. It could have been maybe someone like accidentally left something on. Could have been someone like snuck in to make something. There's no one currently on the bottom floor. Everyone cleared off the bottom floor. But the fire started in the kitchen. I don't know, just give me a straight 2d6 luck check.
Sure. I got a 7.
You can't tell exactly what caused it, but you can tell, like, it did start in the kitchen.
Okay. I kind of look around given the situation. Okay, so how do we want to break this down? Glider.
What?
The source of the fire... Sorry, source of the fire in the kitchen, bottom floor. Folks in the upper floors are starting to realize there's smoke and trying to get down, and people on the second floor really need help. Why do I know that? Why do I know that?
That's
Oh,
weird.
okay.
Okay, I'm the fastest. I can get to the second floor. I can try to get them out the back. There's probably a fire escape.
Okay. Okay. How do we want to break this down?
Who could put out the fire? It's probably fire extinguishers.
Yeah, I can grab them in the space and fling them all and use them all at the same time. Okay. All right.
Scarlet, have you stayed there, or are you already booking it for those propane tanks?
As he's talking and doing his thing, I've already booked it to the side of the building and started like pulling the tanks of gas.
Perfect.
Just imagining them in the background. They just fly. They just fly across the frame.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna need you to unleash your powers to move these, because this is going to take strength. These aren't like small canisters, they're big.
That would be another 8.
All right. Mark a condition, or I will tell you how it's unstable or temporary.
You tell me how it's unstable or temporary. I don't want to mark any more conditions.
Yeah. I'll go with unstable in that these are big and you're having to like physically drag them. If you try and get all of them away, you will not be able to do anything else. Either because you won't have enough time, or that might wear you out. Because even, you're super strong. You still have limits.
And we did just have a full day at superhero school.
Yeah, and there was a challenge, so...
I still think I need to I think my main focus is getting these tanks away.
Yeah.
Just because if I don't, there's a risk that they could explode and people could die. So I think this should be my main focus, is getting these out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah, so just starting with the ones nearest the building.
Yeah.
As Glider and Kid Phoenix are trying to figure out what to do, you just hear this scraping noise as you see Madigan dragging these like big propane tanks. This is probably like a depot where people can get fuel for like backup generators and so forth.
Next door is like...
Yeah, I finally figured out a logical explanation for
Next door is like propane are us. Propanes are us
Yeah.
Propane and propane
exactly. It's right next door.
This is regrettably, this is a flammable road, so here we are. I will say, I think Kid Phoenix, after getting that vision and recovering from just all that information, is just going to form the shadow hands and almost use them to like burst through one of the walls or like one of the doors, so he doesn't have to like touch it. And so it's not to create like a huge space that's gonna like feed more air. So I want to be able to do that. Like I'm trying to create the shadow hands to do it, but if not, I'll just use my regular telekinesis.
Backdraft. Fire backdraft.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm like, I don't know how to get in otherwise. I guess if there's like already a window that's open, like is there anything that's cracked open?
Give me another roll to assess this. You've had a vision. You haven't rolled yet to assess.
Sure.
So if you would like to do that.
Will do. I rolled... okay. I got an 8.
All right, on a 7 to 9, ask one.
Okay. Is there a safe way to get to the first floor?
So as you're trying to figure out how to get in, you hear the scraping, you go to investigate, and you see Madigan. You also see signs of... You managed to get just the right angle to see that there is a fire escape on the back side of the building.
All right. Yeah.
So you could get up that way. You don't know if the ladder's all the way down or not, but there is a fire escape.
The stuff that's out of reach, I can reach. That should be okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go around the back of the building and pull myself up with some telekinesis to get in at least to the second floor, and then start my way down to the first.
I don't think you need to unleash to just like pull the ladder down.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
I mean, I've been doing some training at this point. I can pull some ladders.
Even before the training, you've been doing this for so long. I think you can safely
Yeah!
yank down.
I have a base level of competence with my abilities. Woo! All right, yeah, no, Kid Phoenix is just gonna barrel on into the second floor and start to find a way down, probably by following the heat. That part isn't like the hardest thing to find.
Yeah. As you get up to the second floor, you can see there's someone like yanking frantically trying to get the window open, but it's like it's stuck or it's jammed. You can't tell, but it's not open.
Oh, I can help with that. All right, I'm gonna use my telekinesis to try to push it open so that they can get out of there while I start heading down.
I think that will take a roll.
Sure.
Because it's a bit more precise than just yoink.
So I get a 10.
Nice. You just grab it with your normal telekinesis hand and push it up, and you hear like whatever. It's almost like something got jammed in the window. Like some people will put like decorative things up on the window. It looks like something got stuck, and just no one noticed it till the worst possible time to notice. So you were able to get the window open. There's a there's a man. There's like, oh, thank you. My wife, there's a woman on the ground.
Oh, geez, yeah, okay.
Having trouble breathing.
All right. Yeah, no, this is a perfect time for.
Glider!
Yes, Glider?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got lost in that shuffle somewhere because as soon as I would have heard from Kid Phoenix, like there's people inside, I would have taken off.
Oh, yeah. So where did you go?
Oh gosh, I might have gone right in the front.
Did you just go in the...
I probably would have.
So, as we see Kid Phoenix helping this man get his... She'll be alright. She's just not able to stand or walk very well on her own. So you help the man get his wife out. And he's like, I think there's still people upstairs. The fire's gotten in the staircase though, so be careful, okay? Thank you.
I give a quick regular thumbs up in my costume and I head down the stairs to try to get closer to the source and put out the fire.
So as Kid Phoenix heads towards the staircase, the camera pans over to Glider. What are you doing?
Like I said, as soon as I heard there were people in there, I would have taken off. So I think I just like braced myself and went in the front. Or because I am a speedster, I feel like I could jump far enough where I wouldn't need to pull the ladder down. I think I could have made that high jump.
Well, like you said, your first impulse, there's people inside, help the people. So roll to release your powers. You go in the front door.
Yeah, it's just the front door.
You all are panicking and not noticing what the others are doing right now, and it's
Nope,
really funny.
I am afraid. I am panicking. Nope, why is it rolling 5d6s? Stop that. Only need 2. Oh. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Oh.
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 Uh-oh.
It's a 6.
Oh no. Hang on. What's something you can do with team?
I was just about to say, because there is a
Oh.
move, if we all have the same purpose in the mission, we get
Yes.
2 team points.
Right.
Yes.
Yes, so you're currently at 17.
So I could at least make it like a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't... Another condition.
Or I reread my move called Won't Let You Down. If you're helping a teammate, I can spend 2 and add 2 to my roll, and that would make it 8.
Yay.
Yeah, because, well, you know that Kid Phoenix has gone to help get people out. So, I'll allow that so you can
Okay.
make it 8. So you do accomplish what you're doing, but are you going to mark a condition, or is it going to be unstable or temporary?
It's probably also unstable because I'm going in the front door where the fire is, where like most of the fire is. So even if I'm quick, like even though I'm small, it's still probably adding oxygen to that front. So, or I could be like, maybe like angry that I'm scared.
Or hopeless, because what can you do against a fire?
Against a house fire?
Yeah.
I don't think she'd be hopeless, though. I don't think she's there yet.
Okay. So we'll go with you bolt towards the door before Kid Phoenix finishes his sentence, but I think like after he sees you bolting, that's when he runs around to the back. So as you go towards the door, imagine you like try and like hit it sideways to like lessen the impact, like hit it with your shoulder, lessen the impact, lessen the hole in the door that you're about to leave. And it works and you get in, but the second your foot hits the floor inside of the building, your first thought is, oh boy, it's hot. And then your second thought is, oh shit, it just got hotter. As the flames roar up around you because more oxygen has been fed to the fire and is beginning to start to take the thankfully now clear second floor.
Yes. And then I will immediately zip upstairs. So.
Give me another roll.
Okay. I can do that. I can do that just fine. Okay, that's an 8. I'll take that. Okay. That was actually an 8.
Nice. So, unstable or temporary or murky condition.
Okay. It's really hot in here, and I'm like, wow, that wasn't smart. I shouldn't have gone in the front door. That's fire safety 101. We just did that last week. Wow, I am a dummy. I'm a dummy. Okay. So I think that's some insecurity right there. Definitely. Because that was a mistake.
At what point does that just become a permanent condition? I'm kidding. I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's just permanent. Yeah. So I'll take that.
You're kicking yourself as you zoom up the stairs. You zoom up past Kid Phoenix, who's coming down, and Kid Phoenix, you are now very well aware that this fire has gotten worse.
Oh, okay. So I want to try something I've never tried before. I want to find like pockets where the fire's really hot, and I want to use my telekinesis to sort of make a bubble and seal it all in place so that there's no oxygen there. And I want to start doing that around the area.
Okay.
Nice.
That's genius. Okay.
I'm doing that thing where you clap your hands underwater and then you like pull it open to create like that air bubble almost. Like, but I'm doing that to the fire to kind of seal it away.
Kid Phoenix remembers last week's fire safety.
Yeah, if anything,
lecture.
I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm not fireproof. I can't control fire. I have to get creative if I'm dealing with fire.
You've had to learn quite a few tricks about dealing with fire because that's your dad's whole thing.
Yeah, you can't telekinesis fire. You have to do something else with it.
Yep.
Yeah, and people tend to forget that your thing is not fire until it's like, oh, whoops, sorry.
Oops, oh no, I'm not fireproof. It's a whole thing.
So roll to unleash your power as you come across, let's say like there's a spot like at the bottom of the staircase where the fire's like starting to consume something and burning hotter at the bottom of the staircase.
Alright, so I did get an 8. So not ideal, but I'm sure I can salvage this.
Do you mark a condition, or is it unstable or temporary?
So I'm gonna mark a condition. I think I'm gonna put that I'm afraid because I'm realizing the plan that I've chosen to put out these fires also puts me at risk of passing out from lack of oxygen. because I'm literally forcing the fire in certain spots to just take out all the oxygen in the air. So if I do this too well, I can make myself pass out, which if I don't time that correctly will mess me up real bad. But I'm committed, so yeah, I'll mark afraid.
You have been listening to Queen City Supers, a graveyard tape-side story using the game Masks. Masks: A New Generation is a superhero role-playing game in which a team of young heroes fights villains, saves lives, and tries to figure out who they are. Featuring Caitlin as Madigan, aka Scarlet Sentinel, the Janus. Jess as Bethany Bertolucci, aka Glider, the Beacon. Ian as Marcus, aka Kid Phoenix, the Doomed. And Brianna Jean as the Keeper and Producer.